I'm going to play this incorrectly, and you'll be able to ask Paul McCartney what the mistake is, because he plays it. Listen to this. At the end of the video, I'm going to tell you what the mistake is. I'd like to talk to you today about what I would ask Paul, seriously, and that is how he felt as he was growing up about the Revolutionary War. See, the British have a different perspective of the Revolutionary War, the one that is celebrated here in the United States on July 4th. And it's celebrated as a great thing, you know. But I'm going to give you another person's perspective on this. And maybe it'll change your mind about a few things. And whether or not it's a good thing. I know the media is going to completely pump this thing until they get every bit of blood out of it they can. The celebrations of death is the name of this video. I was a vet. I served for 4 years in the United States Air Force. And I went overseas to several countries. And it wasn't pleasant. I didn't have a good time at all. But on the national level, populations are conditioned to celebrate death. The mind of the flesh is a perspective that we have to wrestle against constantly. At Shemoth, or Exodus 13, Yahuwah told us to remember a deliverance, his deliverance, from our forced bondage in Mitzrayim, or Egypt, by our annual observance of Passover and Matzah. At the end of that, an army was destroyed. But it wasn't the people doing it, it was Yahuwah himself defending his bride-to-be. The whole military died, and the Pharaoh. Our perspective of war is programmed through political socialization. All nations use the misery of their wars to celebrate national holidays for those who died in them. Daniel 4 tells us that we're ruled over by the lowest of men. Just read Daniel 4. Our leaders are the lowest of men, and Yahuwah selects them for us. And it's for our good or it's for our evil. He punishes us by using our leaders against us. The populations are just sheep. Our leaders send their populations into wars that the people that are going to war care nothing about, and they do it all the time. The only ones who benefit from war are those building the weapons. The military-industrial complex Dwight D. Eisenhower warned us about in his farewell speech in 1961, told us about the military-industrial complex. The 4th of July is a celebration of a victory that cost the lives of many young men on both sides of the issue. King George of England sent many young men to their deaths over a tax he imposed on tea that the British colonists in America did not want to pay. They were British citizens in the 13 colonies. And they didn't want to stand there and take a tax on tea. They liked tea. They used a lot of it. It was a rebellion. Well, now we have taxation with representation, and everything's taxed, sometimes twice. Anyway, they didn't want to pay that tax on the tea. It was a rebellion that quickly turned into a revolution resulting in a Declaration of Independence from England that was signed on August 2nd, 1776. Today, it's celebrated on July 4th every year. The fireworks people set off represent the rockets and the bombs that killed people during the War of Independence. The song, "The Star-Spangled Banner" by Francis Scott Key, honors the flag of 13 stars and 13 stripes. The stripes represent blood, representing the 13 colonies in the American Revolution. The song ignores those who died from the rockets and bombs and is only concerned with whether or not the flag is still there. Yahusha said these words at Luke 16:14 through 15. Quote, "What is highly thought of among men is an abomination in the sight of Elohim." Think about it before you teach your children. Thanks for watching, and remember to like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye. All right, you waited till the end. I told you I'd tell you what I was playing incorrectly, according to Paul McCartney. Paul would probably agree with this. Paul didn't play it that way. If you watch him, he did it left-handed. I was playing right-handed. Thanks for watching. Bye.